Right, we're here at the Bushcraft School at Bloomfield. First night out at the shelter. This shelter me and Baz built. It's just show you around a little bit here. Goes all the way back. It's a bit dark in there in a moment, but I'll have to get some light in there and I'll show you around. Still there, we've got a log burner. Log burner at the back, the flue going out. There's our ladders, and yeah, what I'm doing is been dropped off on Friday night. Wife dropped me off about 6 o'clock. Just got a wool blanket in a bed wrap. I've used a hammock for the straps. I've got a machete and a water bottle. Got some food in there. It's meant to be a 72-hour sort of bug out food, so I'm going to see if that works. See if that's a if it's good enough. Is it enough? Do we need to take some more? Yeah, going to meet the family at Greatwood Forest on Sunday for a barbecue at 12 o'clock. So the mission is get to Greatwood Forest from here. It should be a nice easy, about 9-10k tomorrow, and then drop down on Sunday and meet the family for a barbecue. So I'll keep you posted. Right, I've decided I'm going to sleep outside in the hammock. I've been in the shelter and it's just like running with mice. They're all over the place. I'd seen about 5 or 6 of them just darting all over the place. So I don't fancy having mice running all over my face tonight. So set the hammock up. That was the strapping on my blanket pack. So it's a nice pure wool blanket. It's not cold night at all. It's got a lot cooler, but it's still nice and warm. So we got the hammock for tonight. Taking away the ferns. I found there's loads of ticks. They normally live on loads of ferns. When the old deer come past, the ticks seem to lay in wait on these ferns, so try and keep away from them unless obviously you're collecting. But yeah, just clearing up the area and ready to go. Weird. First night in the woods, it's not even dark, but you're listening, you think, what the hell's that? I heard some voices in the distance. It's really strange how sound travels out here, and it's just a case of tuning in, just getting used to all the noises, and definitely having a very razor sharp machete makes you a lot braver. Oh, yeah. Right. Got to test the hammock out. Moment of truth. Oh, lovely. If it gets bug infested, might go in between the hammock. And then I don't know, thinking, do I use my blanket or shall I just chill out? Because it's really, I don't know, I can guarantee if I don't use my blanket or have it at hand, it's going to be 8 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. But I don't know. Got the new jacket, new pair of trousers, and the lower lower mountain boots. Well, they're jungle elite. I've got these like special forces trousers, but they're from that combat with a K. They've got padding on the knees. Want to see how comfy they are? They feel really comfortable. Loads of like room in them. Loads of pockets. Great place for your backhoe saw in there. Don't even know you've got it on. Trying out a new jacket from Quantock. It's meant to be the same sort of version as the American cold weather jacket. It's got an inner end, but like a fleece inside that you zip in, and I'm going to try that out. And it's not meant to be raining this weekend, but just test it out for breathability, and I can probably do the waterproofing later. Yeah, so that's the kit. Right, so one of the bits of kit that taking along on this bit of adventure until Sunday is Dave Canterbury, the Pathfinder canteen kit. A good size, I think it's a litre bottle, well used. Been on loads of trips. Haven't used that so much. I normally use the fire, but put it back in, especially using Exi blocks. If you're using Exi blocks, they're really good. And the mug, that's had a proper battering. And the lid I bought extra as well. And it's not a full pack of Exi blocks. It's I used a couple on a couple of other trips I've been on, but yeah, that's some of the kit that I'm taking with me on this little adventure. Right, I thought I'd just talk you through a bit of the kit. We've got the wool blanket, found that up in the loft. I think it was the mother-in-law's mum's blanket used to keep on the bed, but it's 100% wool, so happy days. An old army blanket turned into a bit of a smock. I've had other videos on that, but I've added bits to it to make it more one of those Canadian sort of jackets. It is really warm. I've used that loads and loads of times. I had a bit of a nightmare. I had 2 bags that I've made, these canvas bags, and I thought I'd pack the one. I thought I'd pack the one with the food in, and it's a brew kit. So I did throw this in as well, so it looks like for the next 3 days, I've got 2 days. I'm living on porridge and whatever I can forage. I've got a thermal top, pair of leather gloves. Got a emergency blanket, roll of black masking, bandana, pair of socks, Ziploc bag, lots of cordage, a gill net. It's a titanium plate. It turns into a great frying pan with a split stick. Survival straw, basher with loads of cordage on, and that's a parachute like smock that I made for out of an old parachute. I'll show you that later on. And then I've got my poncho underneath. Oh, and my hip flask. Yeah, the mosquitoes are seem to be out and about, but I tried a bit of this, I think it's called rose geranium oil, and there's loads of midges and they're not biting me. So I'm not sure if it's that, because you put like dab underneath your ears and then some on your wrist, and I did it for, it stops ticks getting onto your body. So I thought I'd try that out. So I'm going to try it out on the dog as well. And I don't know, it seems to be working with midges. They're everywhere and none of them are biting me, so I don't know, happy days if it is. Yeah, so we're going to have a couple of swigs on the old hip flask and just mellow out and just chill. Right, just about to leave Broomfield Bushcraft School. I'm heading off towards the Quantocks along the Macmillan Way. Let's see how we get on. It's our little bridge. Had a really good evening. Slept like a log. Had probably one of the best night's sleeps I've had in a long time. Absolutely fantastic. A bit of a slog today, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think it should be good stuff. Right, I'm on an old drover's trail at the moment. We're just outside of Broomfield, and this is where we're heading down there. It's like a real ancient old pathway where they used to, you know, the local farmers used to drive their cattle and their sheep down here. Really high sides, so they couldn't get out. And then this is just like years and years and years of people walking up and down here. It's like an old, like it looks like an old riverbed. But yeah, nice and cool in here. And it's been good so far. Right, here we go. Right, I'm on top of Cothleston Hill. That's the that's Exmoor in the, right in the back there. It's been quite a grueling little walk. Loads and loads of hills, and just getting through water like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, it's not been too bad. It's just been hot and sweaty. It's not the best days for walking, but it is beautiful weather. And that's where we're heading, over on those hills there. Right, just entered the woods from out on the Quantock. Just entered like this is not Greatwood Forest, but this is heads on to Greatwood Forest, and there's a fire break going down through the middle. I've got to follow that right to the very end, and then just head north until I hit a stream, like a spring down there, and that's where I'm going to camp for tonight. So it's been a really good day. Really hot, and soaked in sweat. But the boots, those lower Jungle Elites, have been absolutely fantastic, and these trousers have been really good as well. Really good. Yeah, so I'm really happy. And that's the fire break I need to cut down onto in a minute. Right, got here about an hour ago. Just whacked the hammock up, knackered, and had a good drink of water. Finished off my water. Just dived in here for about an hour. There's been loads of mountain bikers on that track there going past, but it's just gone quiet now. After about 6 o'clock, it just went quiet. We've had a couple of mountain bikers come down there. But yeah, I haven't unpacked my stuff yet. Just take my hammock off. That was the straps. I've got a litre of water left. So I need to refill tomorrow. There's a stream down, just down there. just down there's a stream running through. Yeah, I'm just going to bash her up here for the night. Well, I'm just going to put my hammock up. It's not going to rain, so I'm going to get myself some porridge as I haven't got any other food, and have hopefully a good night's sleep. Right, just had me tea, and I've a nice cup of hot chocolate with let's put a large dash of that in it because it was really hot. But yeah, lovely. Just sat out here now, just really quiet, just spot on. Gonna get an early night, go down, boil up some water and all that sort of thing tomorrow morning, and head over towards Greatwood Forest, where all the family should be, and yes, have something decent to eat. No, we've had eaten ears of corn and things like that, peeling them down, eating them on the way round. Found a load of raspberries, just stinging nettles rolled up into a ball, and been chewing on those. Wood sorrel, with loads of those in the woods, and really like kind of brought your mouth back to life again after eating a good handful of those. So yeah, it's been a really nice day. Loads of really good scenery. Yeah, it's spot on. Right, see you later. Oh, right, it's Sunday the 9th of July. I had a really good night's sleep last night. Really good. I went to bed as it was getting dark. I didn't have a fire here because of there's like a no naked flame rule and all that sort of stuff here, and everything is quite dry, and all the ground is like this, like all the pine needles, and it's gradually all breaking down, and it's really dry. So when I was cooking, I dug right down to the soil, and that didn't have any effect on the ground. So I thought a fire might have been a bit too much, so just had a couple of candles and shot off the bed as soon as it got dark, and I had a really good night's sleep. Really good night's sleep. Yeah, so gonna pack up. There's loads and loads of animals all over the place around here. You can see them walking past, and loads of big birds, loads of buzzards. Yeah, it's been really good. It's been really good here. So I'm going to pack up and get my stuff all sorted, and then head off towards Greatwood Forest, and hopefully be there about 12 o'clock. Right. Right, I've been bushwhacking now for a good hour or so. Come over the top of the hill, got a bit of reception on the phone, spoke to one of my mates, and now I'm just going to make my way down through the valley, hopefully pick up with a track at the bottom, and then head up on top of the hill, and then drop down into Greatwood Forest by 12:30. Yeah, keep finding loads of these little, just come across this little dirt track here. So, little mountain bike trail. Now they're going to head down into that valley there.